Hello and welcome back to Jardin Du Mayfair. Firstly, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's already subscribed. This is a real stop what you're doing and check this out moment. We have the utterly spectacular AP Royal Oak Flying Tourbillon 26730TI. This is the kind of watch that you need to take a minute to appreciate, particularly this dial, which in my humble opinion is the nicest of its type that I have ever set my eyes on, and that's really saying something. And given that once we get it out, I can't take my eyes off of it, we'll do this bit first. This is a radiating smoked tapisserie dial, which is the showstopper element of this piece. At its centre, a vivid peacock blue, which gradually darkens to an inky night sky and black outer ring. The graduation of the colour here is a masterpiece and a real hallmark of AP. If you've seen the platinum green jumbo, the execution of the light to dark smoke effect is also visible, but minus the additional tapisserie. So, while this isn't a new thing for the brand, its execution is always absolutely spot on. And the kind of thing you can stare at for hours without having the faintest idea of the time. That, in my book, is a sign of a dial that goes above and beyond. And given that it's reserved for a flagship flying tourbillon model, so it should be. I will say, if you haven't seen our other flying tourbillon videos, please do check them out because they're stacking up thick and fast here. This is a limited edition of only 50 pieces, and it uses a grade 5 titanium case, which is titanium alloyed with 6% aluminum and 4% vanadium, which increases strength and durability above that of steel. It's a great choice to work with the dial here, as the slightly darker and more subdued characteristic of the metal really allows the dial to take the limelight. I suspect the effect would be a little too busy if it was competing with polished steel for light and play. The bezel bolts are white gold, however, which provide with some very nice contrast. Titanium is known to be a little on the self-healing side, as micro swirls and hairlines are covered by an oxidizing layer over time. This oxidizing layer blends them into the rest of the case and makes mishaps much less obvious and much less upsetting. Think of it as a camouflage for mishaps. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted that I am flexing our AP prowess here with the blue ceramic perpetual calendar, which we already have a video out on now, so do check that out. Okay, so back to the titanium. This is a 41mm diameter case. It's 11.5mm thick, and it runs the AP automatic flying tourbillon caliber 2950 with a massive 65-hour power reserve. That'll do, AP. Tourbillons, both flying and standard, work to balance and stabilise timekeeping, as the constant rotation of the escapement mechanism within its cage ensures that it experiences a range of positions. So, a well-regulated tourbillon should reduce positional variations of the escapement, which can affect accuracy. But to those of us who don't always worship at the altar of accuracy, it's a hypnotic gyroscope that's fun to stare at. All of this pulled together, the dial, the complication, and the supremely well engineered titanium case and bracelet makes an absolutely brilliant Royal Oak, which is high on the favourites list for AP collectors and general lovers of horology. For once, I have not even a single little moan, and I usually can find something. I love this watch, and I hope you do too. And I hope you've enjoyed this video here at Jardin Du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast. Please do click that subscribe button.